welcome to Bonnie and Clyde's evening talk and more. Glad you could join us. Today's date is 8/11/2020, and we got some big news today. A lot of you might already know about it, but if not, you're getting ready to find out some big time news that you might be interested in. But you're gonna have to be quick. Alright, first off, let's start over at the stock market and see what happened today. And as we know, silver fell off quite a little bit. I think like 4%. No, 15%. And it fell $4.43 in one day. It's a pretty good little crash today. And gold fell almost 6%, down $121. Crude oil finished in a negative just over 0.5%. And the whole market was down. The S&P was down, Dow down, Nasdaq down, Russell 2000 down. And it looks like the big news that hit the market today that people were sort of disappointed in was that they've chosen Kamala Harris for the running mate for Joe Biden in the Democratic Party. And we'll see how this plays on the market tomorrow. We shall see. If this continues with a downward spiral, or what's going to happen. What's going to happen with it? Let's check out and see what the final total on Bonnie and Clyde was. We was down quite a little bit earlier. The final total was we finished the day down 1%, 1.04% down today. Not too bad on a bad day. We'll take it. Not bad at all for such a miserable day in the market. And let's check out over in Twitter land and see what's going on over there and check out the coins of the day. Bonnie and Clyde's coin of the day, the 2013 American Buffalo reverse proof gold coin. That's a bullion coin. It had a mintage of 47,836. But a lot of people didn't know that even existed. That's the $50 1 ounce 2013 West Point coin. And then we've got NGC had its coin of the day, a 1964 Tokyo Olympics coin. And it's got Mount Fuji on it. And it's 1,000 yen, 1964 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. coin for NGC. Let's see if we got anything on here. It says 1 hour ago, the American Numismatic Association's Trivia Tuesday. When did the motto "In God We Trust" first appear on a coin? And if you know the answer to that, you are the lucky winner. Ding, ding, ding. And it first appeared on the coin, and you guessed it, on the 2-cent coin. 1864 2-cent coin was the first coin to have "In God We Trust." I didn't even click on it to see what the answer is, because I know what the answer is. And now we're getting ready to I'm not even going to talk about that article in Twitter land yet, because that's my big news for the day. But it did make it to Twitter. It looks like everybody's fired up about it. I haven't been on the computer all day, so looks like the news is out and everybody's letting it roll about this. So let's take a look and talk about our big news of the day. And in coin news, we're going to go ahead and get into the article now. And I had it pulled up on another site, but since the United States Mint has an article up about it, I'll just read the United States Mint's article. And here we go. Big news. Less than 100 of the American Eagle 2019 1-ounce silver enhanced reverse proof coins, the 19XE, will go on sale at noon Eastern Wednesday, August the 12th, 2020, only on the U.S. Mint website. And the household order limit is 1. No product exchanges, refunds only with the complete order, which includes all packaging, certificate of authenticity, coin, and all. If you want to send it back for a refund. So I see some people can't figure out what they mean by that, but they mean exactly what they mean. It'll be on sale at noon, August the 12th, 2020. When, if you happen to be on there and are able to get your order in quick enough, they'll fill it and you will get a coin shipped to you. Good evening. Can't hear you. Hold on a minute. Have I messed up here, guys? Hello? Am I on?
Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm on. Alright, thanks, Ben. Maybe I'm just not talking into the microphone good. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, that may be what it is. I'm just not talking into the microphone real well. I hope that's a little bit better now. Very low volume still. Let me turn it up just a little bit. See if that helps out any at all. I'm not really loud talker on this thing right here anyways, but I can adjust the volume so I'll get a little louder. I hope I get a little louder. But I do appreciate you, Ben. Thank you so much. That way you guys can hear me. But did you hear me talking about the big news, though, about the coin, the 2019? Let me adjust this microphone a little bit so I can put it in front of my face a little bit better. Hopefully that'll come in a little bit better for you guys. And let me make sure. Oh yeah, it says I'm pushing out now. I'm almost to the yellow and better, he says. Okay, thanks, Ben. Appreciate it. Now, I'll do this one more time about the big coin news for today. Big coin news 2019 silver enhanced reverse proof coins, the 19XE, will go on sale noon Eastern Wednesday, August the 12th, tomorrow at 12 noon on the US Mint website. If you go on there, you have to be there. If you want this coin, I advise you to get in early. I'm not even going to try to get it. I've already got mine. And then my neighbor got one, and I got one for me. So we actually ended up with two, one for each of the kids. So I've already got mine, and I'm not even going to bother taking advantage of the situation and trying to get another one, which I don't think I'd be able to get one anyways. They would probably have my internet address, my IP address on file, so they probably wouldn't let me put one through anyway. But tomorrow, 12 o'clock, high noon, try to get that. There's going to be less than 100 available, so there's going to be a lot of people shooting to get those things. And I think there's still a gigantic premium on them. I haven't looked at them for a minute. I know they had went way up into the thousands of dollars. I think they fell off quite a bit now, but they're going to sustain that premium. And as time goes on, that premium should even grow again. Not that it'll go to some ridiculous amount, I wouldn't think, but you never know with coins. You know what I mean? You see some of these pennies and nickels and dimes and stuff like that sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, so nothing's out of the ballpark when it comes to coins for sure. But I figured I'd relay that message just in case some of you guys missed it, which I'm hoping that if you want one that you get it. But if not, don't be disappointed in it. It's just a coin. That's the way I looked at it the whole time when I went to get mine. It's just a coin. I didn't think I was going to get the one I got. So let's move on away from that. I can close this one now since the big news. I was going through this article right here, but with the U.S. Mint, I just read it from theirs. I got another article here, and this one comes to us from Coin Week. Says the market for collecting modern key date $50. And we'll just read a little bit of it, and then we'll go down and I'll pick out a couple highlights here and there. But what the first paragraph of the article says, it probably comes as no surprise that the three most widely collected United States half dollars are the Walking Liberty, the Franklin half dollar, and the Kennedy half dollar. And it says they got information in the articles to help collectors in upgrading their coins and giving all the coins of which ones are the rarest, all the way from 21D to 2116S, 21S on the Walking Liberties, and everybody knows about the way they have all the Walking Liberties, and then the Franklins, well, better known as the Benjis. Talking about the 55 Franklins, and I know that we had actually gave away one of the Bugs Bunny ones, and then it talks about the Kennedys, and it also talks about the Kennedy special edition one, the 64 2014. That edition, it actually shows the gold one in this article, but there's also a 4-pack of those coins. I think it's 4, maybe 5 coins in it. Can't remember exactly how many's in there now, but the mint had all kinds of different uncirculated, enhanced proofs, reverse proof coins, and it was a nice little packaged up coin. Box of Kennedys. So if you want to check out that one, you can always go over to Coin Week, and it's the first article in the U.S. coin section. You'll be able to just click on it when you go to their homepage, and and another article about that 2019. I was wanting to make sure you guys got a chance at it just in case you missed it. And I know everybody and their sister, brother, and uncle collector is going to try to get that coin now. So I wish everybody the best of luck if you're trying. All I can say is get there early, get in line, get your information ready to rock and roll. And let's go over now and take a look and see what the weather did today and what it's doing and what it's going to do for the rest of the day. Let's take a look and see what's going on across the continental U.S. Let's see. It looks like we got our hot spot of the day, which is going to take us back out west. Let me just make sure they're not trying to slide one in on us somewhere else. That looks like that's going to be the hot spot for the day. Oh my goodness, it is nasty hot out in New Mexico. Alamogordo, New Mexico, 109 degrees. Nice and cool. Holy smokes. 109 degrees, and that's the hot spot for this evening. And let's try to find that cool spot now that it's 109 degrees. I think about anywhere else is gonna seem like air conditioning compared to that. Whoa. And it looks like we're getting ready to jump into the freezer for sure. And if we was to go from that 109 degrees and then head north up into Waldport, Oregon, we would start to freeze to death, 63 degrees, and that's the cool spot in the continental U.S. right now, 63 degrees. No air conditioning needed in that part of Oregon. And while we're out west, we'll go ahead and take a look at the temperatures. And that's what it looks like. The low 60s, 70s to low 80s on the west coast, all the way up and down the west coast. And got some 100-degree weather in Southern California, almost to that record. The hottest part of California is right at 108 in Southern California. And looks like the Four Corners were the record heat. And then in Colorado, it looks like you got goes down to the low 80s, and even the low 70s in Utah. And then as you head north out through the mountain time zone into the Montana, Idaho, Wyoming area, looks like everything's in the high 80s, low 90s. Then we'll head over to the flatlands, central U.S. Looks like it's in the high 80s in the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin area. And as you head south through the plainlands, it starts to warm up into the low 90s down through Kansas, Oklahoma. And then it starts to get nice and warm in Texas, Louisiana, into the low 100s. And it's got, once we go across the Mississippi, you get into temperatures in the low 90s in the southern part of the U.S. As you head north, you got the 80s, the high 80s through Kentucky, and the mid 80s all the way up in Ohio and Michigan. Then over on the East Coast, we got the high 80s in Maine, all the way down the East Coast in the 80s, with low 90s starting in Virginia. And heading further down south on the East Coast, we got the high 90s in Georgia and Florida. And looks like for rain, precipitation, the Florida is covered in rain pretty much all over the state. There is some dry spots throughout though. In Alabama, Georgia is getting quite a little bit of rain too. So the southwest part of Georgia. And then as usual, we've got that line of storms from Texas to the Great Lakes again, through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, all the way up to the Great Lakes, as that area is just soaked It's got to be soaked bad, and that's the area that had some real bad storms out that way. Flattened a lot of crops. So things are going to be looking pretty dreary for the farmers. And that's not good for the U.S. as a whole. And out west, it looks like got some showers in Northern California. And then it's just spotty here and there through the Midwest. Nothing really big to talk about. And some storms should be moving into northern Maine from Quebec, it looks. Might miss. It might miss. So that's the look at the weather for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's beautiful wherever you all are. And let's have a look at the good news article to close out the day. I've done held y'all up long enough today with the microphone problems. Thanks to Ben, I was able to get back on track. Thank you so much, Ben. And let's see which one of these articles we want to grab off of here real quick. Two beluga whales set free after nearly a decade in captivity. So, the Sea Life Trust is delighted to confirm that two beluga whales are now safely in their new sea sanctuary care area at Klettsvik Bay in Iceland. It says Little Gray and Little White are enjoying their first taste of open water in 9 years, thanks to a Leviathan relocation project. Said in 2011, the pair were captured off the coast of Russia and spent years in a Chinese aquarium where they had made, I guess, performing dolphins out of them or whatever. But they finally let them go, so they was able to get back out in their natural habitat. Hopefully they'll do okay and didn't grow too dependent on humans for food and stuff, and can go ahead and survive in the wild. But if they was going to rescue them, they should have just rescued them and moved them to another part and turned them out instead of making them into show animals and then keeping them locked up for a long time and then throwing them back out into the wild. Hopefully it'll work out good for them. So we'll be rooting for it to work out okay for those two beluga whales. Probably wasn't the best article to get me on. But we'll take it, guys. Hopefully two whales got saved and moved on to their natural habitat. Thank you all for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of the evening. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy hunting. Stay safe.